Touchwiz, love it or hate it, it's feature filled, and Touchwiz on the Galaxy S5 is no exception. So in this video, let's take a look at all the important software features that Touchwiz on the Galaxy S5 brings to the table. Tips, tricks, hidden features, and even the not so hidden ones. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with the lock screen. So one thing worth noting here is that we now have this camera icon that lets you access the camera quickly. Well, you could say that it's always been there. Yes, it's always been there. What's changed this time around is that even with a pin or a pattern, you can use the camera. You can access the camera. So I've not entered my pin here, but I can still take pictures. And better yet, I can actually go back and take a look at those pictures. But it's not going to show me any other pictures apart from what I've just shot. So this is a quick little nifty feature that's been available on HTC and Nexus devices for years now. It's good to see Samsung play catch up here. Better late than never, right? So it's a welcome addition here. The lock screen shortcuts that let you directly jump into an app are also gone now. So guys, let me just mention the settings menu. So pull down the notification bar, hit settings. And the settings menu can be viewed in a lot of different ways. So if this is the tab view, heading on these three dots over here, you can switch to grid view or you can switch to list view. Okay, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm gonna let it remain on tab view. Alright, so to access the lock screen right from quick settings, you can select lock screen. So here we have different options. So this is my passcode. So you've got the swipe unlock, pattern, fingerprint, which we'll get to in a bit, pin, password, and none. So let's go into fingerprint right now. You select fingerprint over here, hit OK. It'll ask you to swipe your finger over the sensor. So you can just do it. Alright, so now from the lock screen, you can just, and there you go. You can, if you wanna, one disadvantage here is that you cannot do it one-handed. There is a workaround. You can actually register your fingerprint this way so that you can swipe to unlock, but it isn't very accurate. Even this kind of unlock is not all that accurate, not all the time. And once you go right from a vertical position to a horizontal, the accuracy just goes down a lot more. But then again, if you really wanted it, you could do that. So guys, this time around there are no widgets. These are the new animations. So you can also change that from unlock effect. You can change it to stone skipping, watercolor, ripple. So this is stone skipping. So there's quite a few. You can check that out. You can enable the lock screen to display the date, camera shortcut, owner information, and that's pretty much at the dual clock. Yeah, and you can set the clock size as well. At times when you have music playing or something, you will see a widget over here, controls on the lock screen, but overall the general widgets are unavailable. And out of the box, Google now works as in the OK Google command works. So as you can see, that works. And this is your home screen. So you can just scroll between different screens, and to the left you've got your My Magazine app. We will get to that in just about a moment. So with the home screen, you can just tap and hold an icon, move it around. And to create a folder, it's a little different from what you're used to with other devices. You can't just drag one on top of the other. Just drag it, create folder. And what I like here is you can actually, while it's not the most orthodox way, the way that you're used to, it is useful because you can just tap this little plus there, select all the icons that you want. Say for example, I want phone, contacts, email, settings, and video, and hit done, and that's all there in this folder. So this, I feel it kind of saves you some time instead of having to manually find each icon and drag it into the folder. So anyway, you also get other options like setting the colors and the name of the folder. And if you want to remove the folder, just remove. Okay, I'm sorry. Tap and hold and remove. That's done. So again, for widgets, tap and hold, select widgets. This is similar to the Google Experience Launcher. And there are two widgets worth mentioning here. One would be your torch, which they used to call it assistive light. Now it's the torch. So that turns on the flash on the back. And another one, we'll get to it, it's the Geo News widget. We'll get to that when we are talking about safety assistance. So okay, now coming to the buttons below, this is your open apps key. It also doubles as your menu key, so if you press and hold it, it mimics menu key functionality. And this is the home key. Now from anywhere, tap once to return to your home screen, tap it twice to launch S-Voice. Alright, so here's S-Voice, and generally I don't use S-Voice a lot, so what I would suggest is going in settings and turn off open via the home key, because this kind of makes the response times of the home key a lot better. So that is one quick tip there. And pressing and holding it launches Google Nav. That's another way of launching Google Nav. So, and this is the back key, as you guys know, and you can also press the home key and the power key to take a screenshot. There you go. So now again, tapping and holding, you get the option, apart from the widgets option, you also get your wallpapers options here. So you can select wallpapers for the S-View window, that is if you do have a S-View cover like this, for your home and lock screens, or home and lock screen separately. So let's just choose this. So you've got a bunch of wallpapers, you can just choose whatever you want, set wallpaper, and that's it. Presto, done. So now tap and hold again, you get home screen settings. Over here you get the option to turn on or turn off My Magazine, and apart from that, also your transition effects. So the one we were seeing so far was the card stack. This is 3D rotation, so this is a different way of moving between your home screens. Okay, and now let's talk a little bit about the My Magazine app. So what My Magazine does is it kind of pulls content from various other categories, and you can also have it do that from your social networks. One thing worth mentioning here is a lack of Facebook support. It was the same with the My Magazine app for the Galaxy Note 3. It's weird, it actually does pull all the content from a Flipboard. You can't really customize it anymore, so you see something you like, just tap on it and it actually takes you into Flipboard, as you can see. So that's that. And if you guys notice, the transition isn't all that smooth, as in it is smooth, but it is noticeably different from the rest of the home screens. So I prefer to turn off My Magazine. If you guys want to do it, home screen settings, turn it off. And now you can actually scroll through it. Once you hit the last page, it goes right back to the first one, and you can also quickly, if you have a lot of pages, you can quickly scroll this way. So next up, the app drawer. So hitting on this little apps icon over here opens up your app drawer where all your apps reside. So over here, the 3-dot menu key, just hit it. You can choose different ways to view it. So this is the custom option. Hitting alphabetical actually sorts it alphabetically. So if you're going to leave all your apps outside, this is something you can do. And you can also sort it further by creating folders. So again, it's the same plus option here. So you can just say, for example, I want to put all of Google's apps into one folder. So all the Play apps. So there you go. With the Galaxy S5, folders kind of get their own page. Unlike with the earlier versions of Touchwiz, that might be a pro or a con depending on how you look at it. I'm not a big fan of the change, but then again, it's just letting you guys know folders get their own pages. And now if you can quickly go to view as, switch back to custom, and your folder still remains, but going into edit, you cannot move a folder to a normal apps page. Alright, so that cannot be done anymore. You can also quickly uninstall apps from here. Certain apps like say the calculator, stock apps cannot be uninstalled, but they can be disabled. So you can disable it from here, and if you want you can enable it again. I'll show you how to enable it. So let's just disable some apps right now. And apps that you've installed yourself, you can uninstall it from here. Some apps, as you can see, like say for example Flipboard or voice recorder, my files, these apps cannot be uninstalled or disabled either. In that case, you can hide it. So every app can be hidden, so you can just hide it from view and done. And if you want to see it again, you can just hit the 3-dot menu and show hidden apps. Alright, so that's pretty much everything about the app drawer. Again, yeah, You've got the dots below. You can quickly scroll using, scroll this way. And now if we move on to the notification bar, pull down the notification bar, and here you have a set of quick toggles. You can also access all the quick toggles available by hitting this key over here, or you can jump into this mode by just pulling down with 2 fingers. Alright, so over here, quickly hit the little edit button on top. So you can choose from a range of different options here. You can just press and hold one of these and move it, swap it around. And then you have the recommended apps option. So what this does is basically, with the recommended apps turned on, just plug in earphones, and now you can see a bunch of apps being displayed over here. So you can set that from here. So you can, if there is something else that you use, you can set that to just turn on. So if you're somebody who Skypes a lot, you can make sure that Skype is checked over here. I don't have Skype on the phone right now, but you can set Skype to just show up in these shortcuts once earphones are plugged in. So that's recommended apps. Apart from that, you can also quickly adjust your brightness from here. This is auto brightness. You can also set the auto brightness. If the auto brightness is too low for you, you can increase it a bit. It would still change as per your surroundings, but it would try to be a little more aggressive, a little more brighter, or you can lower it. It's just fine-tuning the auto brightness settings here. If you want to manually control it, take it off, and that's manual control. Keep in mind, with Samsung devices, generally this is the full brightness, but if you're outside under the bright sun, auto brightness and setting it to full actually gets you a higher brightness level. This is something that we've been seeing with Samsung flagship phones recently. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And then you can just swipe to push off your notifications, hide them. You've got S Finder here, which quickly lets you search stuff on your phone. Say for example, Dropbox. So there's the application. If you've tagged your photos or something, you can search it from here. And you also have your quick connect. So if you want to quickly connect to something, you can do that right from here. And now we get to multi-window. So again, from the settings over here, from the quick toggles, you can enable multi-window and press and hold the back key, and you see a little, okay, you get the bar open here. So now you can run 2 apps at the same time. So you can also hit edit to see what other apps are compatible. Alright, so something like Play Store might not be on the list initially. You can just add it. So hit done. So now Internet, Play Store, or maybe Messages and Internet. So now this little part here, you just tap it and you can swap these 2 apps, or you can just transfer stuff. I drag this over here as an attachment. So you can do these kind of stuff. And if there are 2 apps that you use together a lot, then you can quickly go in here and select create and internet/messages window or group. So now the next time I go into multi-window mode, there's an internet/messages option. So I just tap on it and this gets preloaded. And you can also resize it, obviously. Tap and you can close. And if you're not happy having this bar to the left, you can always tap and pull it to the right. And if you don't want this showing out, just press back and hold it and multi-window is gone. If you want to disable multi-window entirely, you can do it from here. So that's multi-window for you. And similarly, we've got a new addition here with the Galaxy S5. That's called the toolbox. Okay, this is a chat heads-esque floating icon. Tap on it and there are a few, you can set your favorite apps to show up over here. So no matter where you are, say for example you're in the Play Store, okay, I've not yet signed in, but you get the picture. You can quickly jump into your browser, voice recorder, camera. It's not visible on the camera though, but again, you can just push it to the side, leave it as it is, and it kind of becomes transparent in a few seconds, so you don't even know it's there. Alright, and if you want to totally turn it off, again, toolbox done. So guys, alternatively, you can also close the toolbox by tapping and holding on it and dragging and dropping it to remove. Or you can also tap and hold on it and go into edit, and that will let you choose up to 5 apps. So a maximum of 5 apps can be selected. So say for example, I want chat on, drive, email. Okay, email. I hit save. So right now I tap on it. These are the 5 apps that pop up. So you're done with it. That's it, done. So that's toolbox. So I guess we're out of time, guys. We'll pick up right where we leave in the next part of this video. You can get to the next part by either clicking the video annotation that's playing to the side, or you can find a direct link right below the like button in the description. But before you click it, please take a second to give this video a thumbs up and share it on any social network if you can. This helps YouTube suggest this video to more people. I've worked really hard on it, so I hope you guys can help get the word out. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you found this video useful, and I'll catch you all in the next part. Till then, this is Ashia from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.